Hello, Buff fans, and welcome to the first edition of the WT Coaches Show on the WT Sports Network. We're here from the Sybil B. Harrington Fine Arts Complex on the campus of West Texas A&M. I'm Cale Steed. Joining me is WT head football coach Don Carthel. Don, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
All right, Coach, and first off, not the start you wanted for your season opener at home. You had a big crowd on hand, but execution, you said, was your biggest nemesis.
It was. We shot ourselves in the foot all night long, and, we moved the ball consistently between the 20s, but broke down on our snapping on our field goal team a couple times, and then had some bad snaps on third downs that really cost us and ended drives. So, those are mistakes we got to, work on in practice and get better at. Also, we had 11 penalties, which is way too many, and so we've, hopefully got that corrected. We did a lot of running and rolling and everything else on Sunday after the ball game. So we're on the road to recovery and looking forward to playing a sharper game this next time.
And you saw Tanner Marsh and Dustin Vaughn both got a lot of playing time. Just kind of assess your quarterbacks at that point. How do you feel they both played? How do you feel it's coming into the bye week here?
Well, they're very similar quarterbacks, Cale, and we started camp with a wide open attitude. Let's let them fight it out and see who's the best. And they were neck and neck going into the first game, so we split 2 series each with them throughout the game, evaluated the film, and they were still pretty neck and neck. But we feel like it's very important to make a decision on the quarterback and get a quarterback that's going to get 75% of the reps during practice and really get some continuity going. So we have made a decision, and we'll announce that a little bit later in the week.
We'll be right back after this break. You're watching the WT Coaches Show on the WT Sports Network.
The wind can run, but it can't hide.
See your High Country Chevy dealers.
Welcome back in quarter 2 here of the Coaches Show with Coach Don Carthel. Coach, bye week this week. How important is this, especially with the kind of the quarterback thing you got going on and coming off a loss, and just kind of talk about how important this bye week is for you?
Well, it's really important, especially as bad as we played and making as many mistakes we had. Gives us 2 weeks to not only iron out our mistakes that we made, but also to prepare for Kingsville, which is a top 5 team and played really well at Central Washington and winning their first ball game. So not that we're real beat up or anything, but we did have some injuries that a couple of offensive linemen that didn't play in the ball game Thursday against Colorado State. They will be back, and getting those guys in the lineup and getting them working with their teammates is going to be real critical for us. This week we're going to go Monday through Friday, get 5 good practices in, get them off the weekend, and then come back Monday and really go on game week before we go to Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, and that, speaking of Cowboy Stadium, I mean, you've seen it all weekend. Teams playing there. I mean, awesome venue. Have you been yet?
I have. I got to see Tech and Baylor play there last year, and also the Cowboys and the Raiders on that Thursday before the Tech Baylor game. So got to see 2 games, and I was glad I got that behind me because it takes you at least a quarter just to look around at all the big screens and everything that's going on in that facility. It's an unbelievable facility. It's possibly the best facility in the world to watch a football game in.
Yeah, and I guess the last thing here is when you're looking up at that Tron, I mean, how are you going to keep your kids from, instead of watching on the field, not looking straight up?
It'll be hard, and after every play, I know a lot of eyes are going to go up where they can watch the replays and watch themselves on TV and everything. But it's something that we've just got to get used to. Every team's going to have that same problem, but it's been a very big plus for our program to recruit to it, to talk about it, to get all the fans and alumni from the Dallas-Fort Worth area that maybe hadn't seen us play in many, many years to be able to come to this ball game on the 17th.
All right, well, I appreciate it, Coach, and thank you for watching the WT Coaches Show. For more information, visit our website, gobuffsgo.com. For the WT Sports Network, I'm Cale Steed.